Okay, let's finish up example number 2. Now, I did make a mistake here. Sorry, I hope this didn't cause any confusion, but if you see part C was, what is the margin of error for this interval? And I put down D here. So, again, I apologize for that. I hope it didn't cause too much bread in there. So, again, that was part C. So let's go ahead and take a look at D and E, and then let's call it good for this example. So, if you want to go ahead and read through that again, it's on your example sheet, but we want to interpret the interval that we just created. So if we do that, again, you're kind of probably getting, this is part D actually, if you're probably kind of getting tired of doing this, but we are 95% confident that the interval from 0.537 to 0.623 contains the population proportion. Now, to answer part E, does the result indicate that more than half of adults believe the death penalty is applied fairly? Why or why not? Now, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite the interval up here. We had 0.537 is less than rho is less than 0.623. Now, if you notice, the entire interval is above 0.5 because the question says more than half. Does your result indicate that more than half of adults believe the death penalty is applied fairly? Now, we believe with a certain degree of confidence that the population parameter is somewhere between 0.537 and 0.623. We believe, again, that rho, the population parameter of adults that believe the death penalty is applied fairly, it lies within that interval. Well, if that's the case, ladies and gentlemen, then that entire interval is above 0.5. So, in other words, this statement right here, more than half of adults believe the death penalty is applied fairly, that should be correct, okay? Because our interval is above 0.5. If our interval would contain 0.5 or be less than 0.5, we couldn't make that statement. But we do feel like the population proportion of adults that believe the death penalty is applied fairly is above 0.5 because our entire interval is above 0.5. So to answer that question, for E, does your result indicate that more than half of adults believe the death penalty is applied fairly? The answer is yes. Why? Because the entire interval is greater than 0.5. That's not even in our interval, it's below our interval.